Dear NICOLE ARBOUR, before I start, I want to note that I did actually watch the Dear Fat People and the video about how depression is in your head, and this video is going to be based around those two videos. Unlike Monday's video, which I didn't have any possible reference point for because no one had discussed it and I just had to try and work it out myself, I decided that rather than just jumping in, I'd actually do some research and then put my 2 cents in. Also, I don't believe they are satire. So, Nicole, you're probably not watching this, but let's make this video as if you are. I want to first note that your tone in the videos I watched came across as forceful, as if to say, this is how it is, end of story. Which is a shame, because most people just switch off when they feel like they're being ordered to listen to or do something. I understand what you're trying to convey, but the one thing you also forgot was everything is a case-by-case basis. Sure, if this worked for you, then good, but it doesn't mean it will work for everyone, or anyone else for that matter. And trying to act like that's the case is a bit idiotic. You are also essentially trying to wrap up a very complex issue into a small ball, and I'm sorry, but that isn't how it works. Part of me feels like you just want a reaction out of people because coming across so forcefully about sensitive topics, at least in the eyes of society, isn't something that's a very good idea. This is also partially backed up by the fact you've disabled comments on the 2 videos I watched. If you wanted to spark conversation about depression and or weight, well, then I guess you've done that. But I can almost guarantee that there's younger people who look up to you and will now go around with your thoughts in their head and approach future situations with that in mind, and the truth is, that's harmful. At least with the depression video, you seem to speak from experience, but just because you're on the road to recovery doesn't mean that everyone finds it easy. People can't get out of bed because of it. You're also putting across that if someone who has one of these conditions and hasn't tried these things, you're saying that they aren't trying to get better. Yeah, right. Everyone has triggers, and you can't say that they are or aren't valid. I could go on more about this, but I thought I'd just leave it at that. I'm going to leave you with the motto from a mental health organisation in Australia, which is, no problem is too big or too small.